Greetings, stamp pickers. Stamp collecting is fun, and more stamps have come my way for me to look at. Thank you, Ian, for this Deliveroo of stamps. Domino, hoo-hoo, it's a Deliveroo, hoo-hoo, of stamps. So we'll have a look at some of these. We'll start with this huge old envelope. And I've only got 15 minutes, I'm afraid. So let's pull a pull out and see what we've got in this little pull out. Okay, are we ready to go? Yes, we are, Peter. Let's pick stamps. Let's get these stamps to be picked. So what have we got here? Karl Renn, it's got to be Austria. It is 1870 to 1970, the great man himself. We look to have here a little bag of foreign stamps. Era, Ceylon, I saw in there. It's a bit sealed, so I'm not going to struggle with it, but that's a little example of some stamps that I'll be opening after. See if I've got any rare ones in there. Who knows? This stamp has come out of somewhere. I do have it. I believe it to be China. So it's a duck, or sort of a floating bird. Chinese. I say Chinese because of the little box there. Should be a line down that isn't in that, so I may be even wrong. But there we have the ducks and drakes at play. Waterfowl messing about in the river. What else have we got here? Well, we've got some fantastic, interesting stuff. Phenomena. Stuff that is of interest. Thanet. For A.G. Jarman and Son. So here we have the full example of a stamp that is signed over and used as currency by Czech. So, yeah, compliments and thanks. General repairs to guttering, etc. To Miss Godson, 1932, relevelling, cleaning, required new brackets, etc. So a nice bit of builders and decorators, gas, water and sanitary engineers bill. Paid in full, presumably, by Miss Godson. We'll see if we can find her. I'll see if I can find her later by doing a little bit of research. Westgate on Sea. I don't know where that is. Sounds like the south coast to me. 7 shillings. £3. And there's a stamp there. Not quite sure what the stamp would be for. Certainly doesn't fill or fulfil that bill. We'll carry on. Comerswell Road in Penarth, Cardiff. Glamorgan, look you. This is from the Republic of Ireland. So diphtheria kills, immune your child. That's a nice cancel. That's a nice slogan. Dr. T.F. Holly, 55 Comerswell Road. Is there anything in it? Nope, but a nice little piece of postal something or other. Here we have someone who's been doing a little bit of research and making notes. Place in general auction. So someone's looking at their stamps here and deciding to put them into auction, maybe. White dividers, they want those royal stamps. Yellow divider, dark green divider, stamp sets, etc, etc. You get the idea. Someone is... This is somebody's plan, blueprint for happy stamping. Here we've got a random Magyar, very common 4-filler. And here we have what I believe is Scottish Postal Revenue 3D, Scottish Definitive Regional. The cross of St. Andrew. So that's quite nice. Here we've got more in the way of paperwork. Royal Stamp Company, Royal Arcade, Old Bond Street, London. We've got some Names: Graham Jones, Gwyn Jones, Elsie Randy, Roger Powell. Rosted Company. Basically what we're looking at is something for you to browse on and buy. You can select, for example, US Constitution Turkey stamp from 1939, cost you 5 and 6. So that's quite nice, 5 shillings and 6pence. That's an example stamp finder here. So if you've got this word on it, well, I don't even know the other one, Anna. So Anna, we see these in the on Indian stamps. It's a currency in British East Africa, India, Indian native states, Mesopotamia, Zanzibar, surcharged on stamps of France offices in Zanzibar. So there's all sorts of interesting stuff that appears on stamps, and you can decide or look what it all means by using one of these wonderful guides. You sort of get the idea. So those are nice to keep. Pull out another plum here. Yeah, so we have some stamps proper. Here, can I get into them? Let's have a look. Let's empty these out. Move those to there. Here we've got little sachets, or stamp stock cards, you'd call them. So someone's put them all in order here, the decimal definitives. It's very nice. Doesn't need to be touched at all. And here we have regionals, Wales. See the Welsh dragon there? It's a dragon, look you. And also these are not regionals, but they seem to be in the same place. Here we have, yes, the Welsh first class. I mean, there are billions of those used. I used billions of them. The second class, first class, second large. Scottish one, you see the Scottish flag, saltire. This is nice. This is very nice. Wildings. Wonderful portrait of the Queen. Earlier, so here we have a George V, penny red. Here we have George VI, halfpennies, halfpennies. And then regional Wildings, Wales, the dragon is at the bottom. Some commemoratives, mollusks, roses, cycling, probably 1978, 83, so just randoms put together. An empty one. Here we have Henry VIII and the Mary Rose, which sank. Sailed it out, sank in the Solent. Here we have Henry VIII again, younger version. And more pretty commons. Christmas. And then we've got these stamps here. Let's have a look what we got here. We use this. So this is upside down. Well, it's Sunderland. It is a 13p Machin. Put that back there. Mint, maybe. I won't look too hard at them, but 30p Machin's great colour. At Merthyr Tydfil, I had a look at postcards from Merthyr Tydfil yesterday. Great story coming from there. Heartbreaker. 17th February 1964. Wales stamp. Yeah, I may tell the story of those two postcards at another time. We have a very light green 12.5p and a 4p. Remember to use the postcode. We'll do so. The hospital secretary. General. Merthyr. Yeah, I suspect this is from the same collection. possibly the same family, albeit to modern times. Here we have a destroyed 30p. Again, more sort of Machins here. You can't have too many of them, in my opinion. Yeah. Wilding's the same. And something's going on with this. Yeah. So a Machin and a regional. And here we've got, again, regional Machins. So those are interesting. Is there anything else in here? I'd say really we'll pass on that because I want to dig a bit deeper into here to see what we've got. We've got a few minutes left. Selected issues 1980. What's going on here? Selected issues. So Australia stamps. Her Majesty the Queen. Matthew Flinders. And here we've got the courthouse at Canberra, which is, I believe, the official, the bureaucracy centre of Australia. Probably not the greatest, I mean, don't shoot me. It's not one that springs to mind, is it? Sydney tends to, Melbourne, Perth, Canberra, yeah, I suppose. Christmas stamp. More in the way of UK Machins. We'll continue forth. We'll sally forth. The Calf of Man. Do not have that stamp. A couple here on a bit of a stock sheet. Aussie again. Not quite sure what's going on here. Isle of Man, I believe. We'll look at those another time. I'm interested in paper. So what have we got here? Please open at once. This envelope contains your club order forms. So printed papers, reduced rate overseas, Swindon, WH Smith. I suspect someone's been buying stamps from WH Smith. And we'll have a look at some of these items here. SD Garrett, 22 Moreland, Orton Goldhay, Peterborough, Cambridgeshire. Nice cancel there from the West Midlands, Wolverhampton. Someone's been sending stamps. Please those are foreign. We won't look at those. We'll continue with the envelopes. 169. That's what's been paid. Stampaker Care, Breton, Peterborough. So a bit of a change of address. Just take a couple out to see what they are. Canada. Nothing probably too ancient, but those can be looked at later. More envelopes of stamps. Romana. Jamaica. And here we've got check before breaking seal if money does not agree with the wages. It's a wage packet basically which someone is using. Very nice. Very nice. More in the way of stamps. I think somebody's been opening their wages and immediately buying stamps, and why not? Stump Care, Breton. Volta. Basically a mixture of British Great Britain and overseas modern stamps. Not too modern, but 60s, 70s, 80s. Those we want, yeah. So you get the idea. We'll hopefully just find one more something of interest for the last and finally moments. Okay, we've got someone has been taking stamps off envelopes. I recommend that you do save all your stamps, particularly King Charles stamps. We don't know how long they're going to be around for, so make sure you have a heap. That's nice. That's going to go in my space collection. Her Majesty the Queen, may she defend our land, indeed. Second class, don't forget to fill a something form. Thompson Tank. And Christmas, and more of the same. So that's it for now. For me, I've got something out of this for my own personal use, so they can't do you for it. This will go back in here, and I will be rooting and tooting and sorting out these over the next couple of days. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I've had a great day today. I'll talk to you soon, and stamp collecting is fun. Say goodbye, tweezers. Goodbye, and bye from me. Bye.